Do it with a heart wide open. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
Do it for the love and I do it for the likes.
Hey y'all. I just decided to turn this camera on. I can't tell you exactly what I want to say, but I know that I needed to make a video. I know that every time I post a video, anytime I show up online, anytime that you see me share anything, it's a transmission of like my energy, and I never want to come on here with no bad energy or anything like that. So the last thing I ever want to do is affect anybody by how I'm feeling or what I'm saying in the moment. So please don't ever take anything that I say personally. But I'm just coming on here in the middle of my discomfort, in the middle of being uncomfortable, trying to be more vulnerable. I know I have coined the term a vulnerable mom, and a lot of people see me and they feel like I'm an inspiration because I am able to share myself and be open and just like express my feelings. But as I've said numerous times, the only reason it's easy for me to be vulnerable or for me to be able to express myself is because I'm in the closed quarters of my space. I don't have to interact with anyone. I don't have to worry about your opinion of my video, because after I post this, I don't even have to look back at the video. I like to post and share myself. However, I am still very introverted, so it's not like I'm open to having a million friends or having a bunch of people up in my space. I'm just gonna say this, like, because I went into more detail on my Patreon page. I shared basically all the things that are weighing heavy on me, and I put that on my Patreon. So I really don't feel like going into detail with this video, but I just wanted to come on here just to share something, because I find that during my most uncomfortable moments, that's when I am forced to grow the most. I always end up finding some kind of silver lining after I share my discomfort and how I'm feeling. I don't ever want to come on social media and post when I'm like in the greatest mood every single time. Like, I want to be able to be vulnerable to show you that we are human and we all go through shit. Can I have a kiss? Thank you. These kids motivate me in a way that I never even knew was possible. I just want to be better for myself so that they can see that self-worth is like the most important thing, and how you value yourself and how you are able to speak up for yourself. I always like say that it's been hard for me to speak up for myself, or it's been hard for me to express how I truly feel, and I'm at the point where it's like I really just want to lead by example. There's been many instances where I have neglected to set boundaries, or have neglected to speak up for myself, or just have been like passive aggressive by ghosting people or ignoring them, or just like not saying anything in the moment. Although I do have the self-awareness, the part of taking accountability and the part of me changing, I guess, like changing is where I feel like my next step is. Like, I've had situations where I've just dealt with too much anger or frustration, and I feel like worry, anxiety, a lot of those feelings have been coming up a lot lately, and I know that those things aren't going to go away until I resolve some of the deep-rooted issues that I feel like I'm going through. I would be selfish, or I would be foolish to even think that things that I do don't affect other people. I'm just in this stage of learning and growing, but most importantly applying, because I feel like I'm holding myself back from so much potential because I am quick to cut people off, or quick to shut down, or quick to say things don't bother me and just like move on, when ignoring stuff doesn't make things go away. And I feel like I've just been battling so much in my head and just having all these fucking cycle of thoughts that's draining me and preventing me from being productive in the other areas that needs my focus. And in order for me to be able to grow and be able to evolve, I need to be able to hold myself accountable. And one of the big things that I want to try to focus on is not having any expectations to what the outcome is going to be. I know a lot of times I've been preventing myself from doing things because I was afraid of what the outcome would be. And although I do take pride in being a risk taker, there's certain things that I'm comfortable with and there's certain things that I'm not. I just know that intimacy is something that I struggle with deeply, And it's not just intimacy. Like, intimacy doesn't have to be like in a sexual relationship or anything like that. Just like closeness and being able to like express my feelings to an extent really does make me uncomfortable. And in this setting, it doesn't make me uncomfortable because it's just me inside of a room talking to a camera. You might think I'm watching you in your eyes, but I'm really just talking to a camera. So this is my comfort zone. So anytime you were to bring somebody else in this room to maybe interview me, have to answer questions or anything like that, that makes me uncomfortable because that's like a type of vulnerability that I need to work on. With me calling myself a vulnerable mom, I want to be able to be vulnerable in all the aspects that I know that I need to be vulnerable with. So I can't sit here and try to tell you to put yourself first or prioritize your family and do all of these things when in reality my actions are not reflecting my values. And I know that family is like a big value of mine and just being authentic and being real, but in my real life it's like I feel like I'm doing the opposite because I'm not standing up for myself. I'm not being clear on my boundaries. I'm not asking for help when I need to. I just want to make sure that the person that I am on this camera, although authentic and real, is also the same person that I am in real life. Because I can sit here and share all of this online and tell you this is who I am. It comes down to perception and reality. What you guys might see of me, yes, that is a strength. I am vulnerable and I am confident and I am all these things. But in the whole reality of it, when it comes down to that intimate setting, like I said, that makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to be the person that's easily triggered. I don't want to be the person that's quick to react. And I want to be able to listen and understand instead of just like jump into conclusions and stuff like that. If I look back at videos that I've posted on my old channel, I don't even know if I'm gonna tag it in the videos, but I've mentioned before that I haven't had great relationships with like my dad, or I had a broken relationship with my sister, or even also talking about me wanting to have a baby. Like certain things that I was vulnerable about and certain things that I was open to share. It's crazy to see how my life is now compared to how I felt in that moment. And sometimes it's hard for me to realize that I just need to give myself grace and realize how far I've came. I'm always trying to go to the next thing and trying to be better, but it's like I've grown so much. I've grown so much, and it's like if I look back at that shit, it's like I have to stop and say like, Tasha, I'm really fucking proud of you. And I'm trying and I'm human and we all make mistakes, and sometimes like the decisions that I make and sometimes the way that I act do affect people, and I never want to be the reason why someone is hurting. And it's like even if I'm unaware of how my actions affected people, I know that sometimes the way that I act sometimes can come off rough and as if I don't give a shit, but really and truly like I have feelings, I do care. Like shit like this, I know my mom would be telling me stuff like I cry easily, and I feel like I don't cry that easily. I just also feel like I don't cry enough. Like I just need to sit and fucking cry because there's so much shit that I feel like I've been through, and I just know I'm fucking resilient as shit. It's like, okay, cool, what's next? Like what can I not handle? But it's like it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be able to handle everything. You should be able to ask for help. You should be able to say I need support. You should be able to say I needed you to show up for me, and I just would rather run away and hide and not expect anything from anybody and just try to do things by myself, because it's hard for me to even say like I expected more. And this is why sometimes I hate coming on video and just talking without like a script or anything, because like I'd be word vomiting. Like I'm literally processing my thoughts and trying. Honestly, I'm not even processing my thoughts. I'm really just sitting here talking as these things just are coming into my head. Like half of what I'm saying probably even makes sense, but I just know that my intentions have always been pure in everything that I've done. I just know that I want to be better. I want to lead by example. Like I said, I want all of my actions to reflect my values. What do I value? I value myself. I value my family, being authentic and honest, being humble, just being open. I value connections, like true connections. I want to be surrounded by people who get it, people that are in the journey of evolving and in the journey of wanting to change and be better, not stuck in their own ways and saying like that's just the way that I am. I feel like the more that I can share myself, the more that I'm open to saying that this is the type of people that I want in my life, the more that I can attract it. Maybe I'm posting this video and maybe it can touch somebody, and who knows, you might need to be reaching out to apologize to somebody. I don't know. Like I said, on my Patreon account, I just shared a life update recently. So I went through all the things that are weighing heavy on me, and it's like a compilation of all of those things, and it's just giving me anxiety. And I just know that there's certain things that I need to face. There's certain things that I need to face. There's certain things that I need to express. I can't progress until I let go of worry and anxiety and guilt, and just being able to speak up and apologize for the mistakes that I've made. And that's the only way that I feel like I'll be able to open up room to grow. I can't try to be an inspiration. I can't be able to say that I'm vulnerable if I'm not doing the work. And I think the whole part of being vulnerable is to know that we are imperfect and we always have room and opportunity to grow and be better. That's all I want. That's all I want. So if you got nothing from this video, I feel like there's so much responsibilities just being in this damn world. And although we didn't ask to be here, we are here. So it's like, what do we do to maneuver and navigate and make the most out of the time that we have here in this realm? With discomfort, I just know that I'm opening myself up for more opportunities for growth. Like I do with all my videos, I just post it on here with no expectation. The people that are watching this video, you probably know me, you probably don't. But all I know is that at the moment that I'm recording this video, y'all aren't here right now. So that's why it brings me peace to be able to say what I need to say in the moment here. But I do have shit to handle. Subscribe to my Patreon if you want to see more of my journey. Just know that I'm doing my best, and I know that you are doing your best too. And we're just in here trying to figure this out together, because we're all connected. And if you feel my energy, you receive my energy. I hope that it's something that either changes you or moves you to make a change. But if you get nothing from this, just know that you are worthy of anything that your heart desires. You're worthy of love, you're worthy of connection, you're worthy of support, you're worthy of happiness and peace. I just know that we shouldn't stop until we get it, because we deserve it. Welcome to A Vulnerable Mom. Bye. Bye.